Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte, and today we are taking a look at the Detroit Red Wings as the Yzerplan continues this year. They had a pretty good draft, and they had a really good free agency. We're going to take a look at some of the moves that they made. They brought in a guy from Michigan, which is obviously a nice little thing, seeing a native guy come to the Red Wings. We're going to go over all of that. So the first signing is probably the big signing of the Red Wings this year, and that was bringing in Andrew Copp. Andrew Copp signed a 5-year contract, paying him $5.625 million per season. A fair contract for Andrew Copp. Some would consider that maybe a little bit of an overpayment. But Andrew Copp immediately comes in and is a second-line center on the Red Wings, right? Because I know a lot of you Red Wings fans criticized on the channel that, we need more centers, right? We need more center depth. And this is a guy that instantly brings that. The 28-year-old center put up 21 goals last season, 53 points over his season last year. He split between the Jets and the Rangers. Andrew Copp was a really good piece for the Rangers on their quest to the Eastern Conference Finals. And was a guy that, I think he's got a chip on his shoulder. He's upset that the Rangers didn't give him an extension and they went with Trocheck instead. So he's going to have that little bit of a fire under him, and I think that's just more motivation, which is never a bad thing, right? I really like this is a good fit. I think Andrew Copp is one of those guys that, he kind of reminds me of Franz Nielsen when he was in Detroit, except a little younger, right? So let's not think of the back half of that contract, but he is a lot younger, but is very similar in that sense. I really think this is a really good piece here for the Wings. They also bring in Olli Maatta on a 1-year deal, $2.25 million per year, gets the Wings to the cap floor. This is a guy that's kind of been bouncing around the league. This is a guy that's just, he's struggled with confidence, and I think Olli Maatta in a new opportunity here, back on the East Coast, will give him an opportunity to get something going. Originally drafted by the Pittsburgh Penguins, was I believe a first or second round draft pick. He was very highly regarded in Pittsburgh. Things never worked out. Got sent to Chicago, went to the Kings last year, and now is in Detroit. So hopefully he gets another opportunity here, and we'll see how it goes. This is a big year for Olli Maatta. They also bring in Ben Chiarot on the back end, and this is the next, and I said this in my free agency recap, this is Mo Seider's next big brother. This is going to be the guy that replaces what they lose in Mark Stahl. Mark Stahl was more of that tough guy that could be a good, steady home defenseman. That's what you're getting with Ben Chiarot. Ben Chiarot signs a 4-year deal, $4.75 million per season. It's a little bit high on the cap hit. He's definitely getting paid, but he's a top 4 defenseman. I could definitely make that argument. And according to Cap Friendly, they actually are from Daily Faceoff. They have him on that top pair alongside Mo Seider. So I think it's a really good fit there. The Red Wings have some defensive issues, to say the least. So now you add in Chiarot and Maatta into that top 4. And now you let some other guys like Gustav Lindstrom, Jake Wallman slide down a little bit and play more respectable minutes where they're supposed to lie. I think that gives a little bit of meat on the bone to that Wings defense. They also bring in Dominik Kubalk, a 2-year deal, $2.5 million per season. Again, another fair contract for the most part. He's going to probably play on the third line alongside P. Suter and Philip Zadina. Again, can't go wrong with this. This is another depth addition. And again, the Red Wings have the cap space, so they can afford to do that. He might even be a good second-line player, depending on how things go. Again, going to have a chip on his shoulder. Didn't get a qualifying offer from the Blackhawks. I think that's going to rub him the wrong way. I think he's going to be a motivated individual come the fall. David Perron also signs a 2-year contract. You see the theme here? A lot of 2-year deals from Stevie Y. 2-year deal, $4.75 million per season. Another good contract. He had 57 points last season in a shortened season. He only played 67 games. He missed a couple games due to injury. Really good contract again here. David Perron is a veteran. He's been around the block. And, considering how much time he spent in St. Louis, it'll be weird seeing him back on the East Coast where he played for the Pittsburgh Penguins many years ago, but he's now back in Motown. So we'll see how things go there. And he's probably going to play in the top 6. I think he's going to play alongside the newly developed second line, which includes Andrew Copp, David Perron, and Jacob Vrana. So we'll kind of see how that all plays out. But pretty good additions here by the Wings. I think Steve Yzerplan was one of the winners in the free agency situation. He didn't sign any massive contracts, right? He didn't sign Goudreau. He didn't sign Kadri. He didn't sign, John Klingberg. He didn't have to, though. He signed guys that are going to help. They're glue guys that will. You've already got the key pieces. Build around those key pieces, and I think that's what the Red Wings are doing. They've got a ton of depth here. I think they're going to look like a very different team next year. That Atlantic Division is going to be very difficult next year. You have a new head coach, Derek Lalonde. I think this team has a lot of potential in the future. I'm excited to see what the Wings do next season. I don't know if they get into the playoffs. I'll talk about that in my season outlook. But as of right now, today, I think the Red Wings sit in a good spot. Definitely going to improve in their, where they are in the standings by the end of next year. I'm just not sure they're a playoff team yet. But let me know what you guys think down below. What do you think of these signings? Which of these is your favorite signing? Which is the best signing for the Red Wings so far this offseason? Let me know. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and let's go Wings.